Ever since I started consuming less negative everything, I have improved my mental well-being by more than 50%, even 100%, because I've become more positive. I've become more mentally healthy. I've become less stressful, less anxious, less depressed. So, in today's video, I'm going to talk about the habit of consuming negatives, everything like stories, ideas, conversations, comments, gossip, information, news, and everything negative. Like, you should try very hard because it's not easy, it's tempting to avoid consuming negatives in your life. Consuming negatives shaped your perspective. Consuming negatives make you to be more stressful, more depressing, and more anxious, and you will not be productive at all. As an adult, you have the responsibility of what you are feeding your mind. If you are feeding your mind with more toxicity and more negatives, it's going to change your perspective. It's going to distort your mental well-being. It's going to give you depression and all that. And negatives can be found in all, I mean, everything, our daily lives, the stories we hear, the gossips we hear, the comments we see or we write, the movies we watch, the books we read, the sermons in our churches or the sermons in our mosques. Whenever I play something, whether it's a sermon by a scholar or something, and what that person is saying is more of negatives, I swipe it away, I turn it off, because I know it's going to disturb me mentally. I know it's going to have negative impact on me. So that is why I don't venture into negative sermons or negative things. Even as a Muslim, if I hear a scholar talking more about hellfire, talking more about punishment, I stay away from that kind of sermons. I stay away from that kind of teachings. I want more positive in my life, so I want to listen to more positives. What you don't know is that unconsciously, whatever it is that you're feeding, all the stories, all the news that you're reading, it's subconsciously or unconsciously having a very big significant impact in your life, and you don't know. And what it is that even if you are trying so hard to listen or to consume positive or to take positive into your life, but you are allowing negative, that positive is not going to stay. The negatives is always going to repel that positive that is coming. So by consuming less negatives, less toxicity, you're kind of indirectly giving access to positivity, to peace in your life, to calm in your life. I remember there was a time I have to deactivate, not really deactivate, to go off my Facebook, because I realized that every time I opened my Facebook, on my feed, I was seeing so many news, so many posts that is kind of triggering me. I remember there was a post that I have to start commenting. I typed over 500 words. I was like, I realized that, what am I doing? Why a simple post is making me to react that way? If it is negative, I just have to delete it or unfollow that person. So I unfollowed the person, and later on, when I realized that all the negative posts I've been seeing is kind of troubling me, it's kind of making me to feel restless, I have to go off Facebook for a while. I think for over 2 months before I came back to Facebook, and I unfollowed many people that I realized that they are posting something that I find negative, that I find toxic for me. So, as an adult, you have the responsibility of really repelling negative in your life, and negatives can be found in everything, even our families. People that will start sharing so many negative things on your WhatsApp group, like dispel them, like throw them away, like delete them, unfollow them. And sometimes it's from even the movies we watch, sometimes it's from books that we read, sometimes it's from social media posts, sometimes it's from comments that you are reading a particular comment, and that comment. You're not even the person that made the post, but you read the comment, and that comment will trigger you. Something that I want to talk about, that is, I am very careful with my words here, is religious negativity. Like, if I am a Muslim and I've been to church before, I've been invited to church programs before, so I'm going to talk about this two religion now. Sometimes you see some scholars, especially those that have particular sect, that are fighting over their sect, defending their sect, not really Islam. You find that they will be throwing negative things towards the opposing, or the competitive sex that they have. If you are consuming more of the things that you're throwing in, more of the negative things, that toxic things that they're saying about the other sex, you're going to be very uncomfortable, especially if you are the follower of that sect. It's going to be triggering for you. You want to, like, you want to retaliate. You want to say your own opinion, and at the end of the day, you will not find yourself in a peaceful place. I am just a Muslim. I don't have any sect. I don't adhere to any sect. I don't associate myself with any sect. But I find it fascinating when I see people throwing negativity and toxicity toward themselves because of a sect or a particular something, and it's breeding people that are intolerant. It's breeding people that are going to end up becoming very, very toxic people. So even Christians, you find out that sometimes some of their preachers will be preaching something that is more of negativity, more of toxicity to the people, and it's breeding people that will end up not be able to tolerate other people or other sects in Christianity, or even other religions. And sometimes you find that even within let me particular make this example here. I went to a church program, and throughout the 90% of the church program that day, the sermon was about enemies, the invisible enemies that we do not see. So it's kind of to me, I find it that this particular preaching is kind of raising fear in people. It's making people to fear. It's making people to have delusions. It's making people to suspect even people nearer to them that they are enemies. So I am not, I'm very careful with my words here, but I know you understand what I'm trying to say. Whether it's religious, whether it's a tribe, whether it's just your neighbors, whether it's within yourself as an adult, please try your best to avoid consuming negative everything. Negativity can come from anywhere. So as it comes, because it's going to be coming and it's going to be tempting. That is why even news, if something is trending and you're showing it to me, I resist it. I try my best to resist watching it for because I know it's going to trigger me. So if something is trending and people are talking about it, I try my possible best to see that I stay away from trending topics, because I know that it's negative. It's negative, and I'm trying as an adult to be more responsible about the things that I'm consuming, the things I'm allowing into myself, because I know that it's going to shape me. It's going to change my perspective. It has a very, very significant factor in shaping the kind of person I become. So I hope this speaks value to someone, and if you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. And yes, today is day 2 of creating 29 days video challenge for my upcoming 29th birthday. And if you like this video, please give it a like. Thank you.